Hello, this is Danny. Welcome to a whole nother awesome review. Today I'll be reviewing Coming to America, which stars Eddie Murphy, is directed by John Landis, and this is the Steelbook edition of Coming to America. Arsenio Hall is also in this movie, Samuel L. Jackson, Louis Anderson. You also got James Earl Jones in the movie. It's an all-star cast, and this is a fantastic movie. It's a Cinderella story about an African prince played by Eddie Murphy who comes to America to find his own wife because he does not want a pre-arranged wedding that his father is trying to do. He wants to find his own wife, and that's why he goes to America. That's really the gist of the movie. And then you also got Arsenio Hall, who plays his friend and servant kind of, and he's very funny in the movie, Arsenio Hall, and so is Eddie Murphy. And this is a fantastic movie. It's very clean. The Steelbook edition, as you can see, it's got a lot of shine on it. And it's only $25 at Walmart, so don't get ripped off on eBay and pay like 40 bucks for this. And as you can see in here, you got this. The movie also comes with a poster. Check that out. It's really cool. Yeah, that poster is awesome. And it does come with special features, which is cool. The special features are not in HD. They are in standard def. One of them is on the making of the movie, and it's with the screenwriters. And they also have one on the costume design, and they go into detail about, I didn't know this, but Paula Abdul actually did the choreographing of the dancing in the movie, and I never knew that. And I learned that by watching the special features on this 4K disc. It doesn't come with a Blu-ray, it comes with a 4K, just comes with the 4K disc. It does not come with. Now this is cool because this is actually the Canadian edition, so it actually says 14A and rated R, which is cool. Yeah, and it comes with Dolby Vision, Dolby Audio, and DTS HD Master Audio, which is cool because it actually includes two different audio formats on the disc. Fun fact, John Landis actually hired the legend Rick Baker to do all the makeup in Coming to America, and that's why Eddie Murphy can basically lose himself in this movie and become all these different characters. And at the very end of the movie, you'll find out that Eddie Murphy and Arsenio Hall played many different characters in this film, and some of the characters you're going to be very surprised by if you haven't seen this movie. And I gotta say, Rick Baker is top notch. He said that his favorite makeup that he did in the movie was actually the old Jewish man that Eddie Murphy plays in this movie in the barbershop scene, which is really cool. You got Arsenio Hall, who plays many characters in this movie. He plays a preacher. You got Eddie Murphy, who plays of course, the lead singer of Sexual Chocolate in the movie, and does a fantastic job. And there's very many other characters that Eddie Murphy plays in this movie as well. So I suggest you actually watch this movie because it's really good. And I gotta say, the 4K transfer really brings out how great the makeup is in this movie. It's fantastic. It's some of Rick Baker's best work. American Werewolf in London, you'll know who Rick Baker is. He is an absolute legend. And I really enjoyed this edition. The special features were really kind of plain, and I wish that they would have been a little bit better because this is the new release of the movie. But overall, there are a couple of scenes in the movie that are out of focus. So I would rate the picture a 9 out of 10, but the sound is really good. This movie is actually in full screen, not in widescreen, which is interesting. A lot of these movies from the 80s are not in full screen. Now, this movie came out in 1988. It's 116 minutes long. And yeah, I mean, this is really cool. This is the Paramount, release. I gotta say, I'm really impressed with the picture quality on this. There are some scenes that are a little bit out of focus, but that's a minor complaint. It's definitely one of the best transfers I've seen of any comedy movie in 4K. And I would definitely give it a 9 out of 10. The sound is fantastic on this movie. A 10 out of 10 for the sound quality. I really enjoyed this Steelbook edition. It was really cool. And I watched all the special features. And they do have a vintage interview with Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy where they talk about the making of the movie. But it's not very good. It's very short. It doesn't go into a lot of detail, and it's just about them like partying and going to the club and bringing a couple girls back, which was an interesting story, and that was actually the coolest thing that I thought was in the special features. But I wish there was more of that, and that we would learn more about about Arsenio Hall and Eddie Murphy's experience making the movie. There was more of an in-depth interview with them and a look back on the film. That would have been cool. But yeah, definitely pick this up. It's a fantastic movie. It has an all-star cast. It's directed by John Landis. This movie is also a sequel to Trading Places. If you're a fan of that movie, and they actually have a throwback to Trading Places, and some of the characters are in this movie. They have a scene with them. So I'm not going to give it away, but it's fantastic, and I really enjoy this movie. It's a really good movie. It's one of my favorite Eddie Murphy movies. It's probably this and Nutty Professor are my favorite Eddie Murphy movies, and I'm really excited about the sequel that's coming out on Amazon on March 5th, so please watch that. And definitely pick this up because, you can watch this for free on Amazon, but it's only in HD, and it's not as good as quality as this. This is top-notch quality. So if you got a 4K TV and you want to take full advantage of the Dolby Vision and everything, this is definitely something you should add to your collection. If you're an Eddie Murphy fan and you're a 4K Blu-ray collector, then you're really gonna love this. And I love how clean this is. It doesn't come with a Blu-ray of the movie, and that's okay. It just comes with the 4K cut. So anyways, please check it out and pick it up because I'm really impressed with that, to tell you the truth. And I know a lot of people are going to be mad that it's not in widescreen, but who cares, right? I love to watch movies in full screen, and it was refreshing to see a movie that's in 4K in Dolby Vision, not in widescreen, in full screen, because it really brings out the little details when you watch a movie from the 1980s in 4K, in full screen. It really takes full advantage of your TV. You can see like the little tiny details, which is really cool. And I really liked how they did the mastering of this movie. I know that they also came out with a version of Beverly Hills Cop, and I should probably check that out too, because I heard that 4K Blu-ray is also really good. So I should probably check that out later. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this review, and have a fantastic night.